For our first stay in West Virginia, we found Rippling Waters Campground. It's about a half an hour north of Charleston, West Virginia, and we had a really good time.
I'm TK.
And I'm Earl.
Let's check it out. Rippling Waters was a very nice park, very remote.
Yes.
I think it was a little hard to get to, if I remember correctly.
And there's like a turn off of one of the highways that kind of like angles, and we had to make like a wide turn to make the turn onto the road that it's actually on, and it's very windy to get back there. But yeah, pretty remote, but also very nice and peaceful.
So peaceful. I think it was the quietest park we have ever been to.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And to the point where I kind of wanted more,
Yeah.
wanted more people around. I think there were you said maybe there were some traveling nurses or something around us, and so we rarely saw any other campers while we were there.
Yeah, I'd always see people coming and going, but usually like at certain times of the day, and then just wouldn't see them for the rest of the time we're there. So it's like they're only there to stay while they're working.
And I think the name comes from, wasn't there a teeny tiny waterfall on site?
Yeah, there was a small waterfall. It's kind of tucked away behind someone else's site, but there are a lot of waterfalls in the area. There's like an actual like West Virginia Waterfall Trail, and we'll get to that a little bit later, but that was really cool.
Yes. There is a chapel on site, although we tried to just check it out ourselves and it was locked.
Yeah.
I think they probably have services on Sundays. And no alcohol.
Yeah, that was one of the
On-site.
rules that they had when we got there. We checked the packet that they gave us, and it said actually no alcohol.
I think that's the
on-site.
first time I've seen that.
Yeah. Usually, like people ask you to just be respectful and quiet, but yeah, no alcohol at all.
However, if you like alcohol, there is a, what do you call that?
A distillery.
Right up, not too far. And we'll get into that later.
Yeah. But as for the park itself, we had full hookups at our site. We had our water, our sewer, and our electric. It's pretty standard for what we have, what we look for in a campground. Make sure we have all of our bases covered. We can power everything and have water hooked up so we can shower and all that good stuff.
It was a huge campground. There are sites throughout the campground. There's also a section that's for, I think, summer camps or some kind of whatever that's got cabins. And we did specifically mention that we needed internet access. I was freaked out about that because I work remotely, and they did say we'll put you in this specific area to make sure you have good internet access. So something to keep in mind.
Yeah, and I don't think they had Wi-Fi for the campground, but yeah, that specific spot was like perfect for picking up cell coverage for T-Mobile. I think worked really good for us out there, right?
Did we have? I think we had. Yeah, we had to buy that.
Yeah. So that was a good spot for that.
We have a nice pond.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of centrally located.
Lots of ducks.
They actually had a little. Using actually again. Location for a duck family.
Mm-hmm.
There was a mama duck with babies.
Yeah.
Outside of the pond, like right in front of one of their buildings, and they have a typical like main building that has a little office in it.
Mm-hmm.
Is there also like a hotel?
I think they had like a couple of rooms like up above for people to stay in.
The office.
Yeah. They did have a couple of bathhouses as well. Just small little places and nothing like too extravagant. Just enough like a one toilet, I believe, and one shower.
Did you use the shower or just the bathroom?
Not the shower, just the bathroom. So yeah, it was pretty standard for a park.
They had a laundry room. Did we mention that?
We did not yet.
They had a laundry room, and I think they were moving in some new machines when we got there.
Yeah, we didn't use their laundry because we still had just like done our laundry, I believe. But yeah, they had 2 new machines that were going in there while we were there.
And if you like to walk like we do, you took quite a few laps, I think.
Yeah.
The park.
There is a decent little trail system around their park, and it's just really nice and wooded. And there's a public pool, I believe, back there too. I don't know if it's public, but there is a pool that's like tucked away back in the woods that they open up from, I believe, Memorial Day to, I think probably like Labor Day or something like that. But they do have it open during the summer.
We were there before that.
Yeah, so we didn't get to experience the pool. All right, so like we said, there is no alcohol allowed on the premises, but there is a distillery. There is a distillery right around the corner. It's the Hatfield Family Distillery, and it's from the Hatfield and McCoys, that you've heard about, and it's a pretty cool little spot. Distillery was pretty cool. There were a lot of different flavors for the distillery, and I mean it was so hard to choose what we wanted.
I think we got like 3 different kinds. I know we got strawberry.
Yeah, we ended up taking home a strawberry margarita. There's a chocolate one.
Oh yeah,
I think
so.
And I forget what the other one was.
But we tasted a lot.
We did, yeah. They did
kinds.
A lot of like little samples in like little, not like shot cups, but just like little, I would say like medicine little cups. They just pour a little bit so you could try each one.
I have to say I'm not a huge whiskey person, but I enjoyed the tasting.
Yeah.
And they're super nice there. And they had big dogs.
It was it moonshine?
Oh, wait, I think it was moonshine.
Yeah, it was moonshine.
Sorry. I should
not
just
whiskey.
stop throwing words about the alcohol.
Yeah, they had like really big dogs. They were super friendly. Yeah,
really sweet.
Like whenever I go someplace and I see a dog, it's like I have to just like pet the dog and stay with it the entire time. Just especially if they're like really nice and friendly.
And the people there were really nice too. I think when we got there was a guy outside doing some work, and I think he told us a little bit about the place. And then we went inside and we were talking with, I think they were married. I think it was maybe his wife. Inside behind the bar.
Yeah.
So like just shared a lot about their experiences, and I think they ship. They're at least used to ship all over the place.
Yeah, I think they used to.
Now I think they more have people coming down.
Yeah.
For their stuff.
But really good. So if you're in the Charleston area, check that place out because it's pretty neat. We
were only a half an hour away from Charleston, so we did pop down there. We went to the Capitol. Capitol was pretty neat. The building was beautiful. We didn't go inside the Capitol. We just stayed outside. We enjoyed some of the historical markers. Pretty neat, just learning a little bit about Lincoln and about West Virginia coming to be. And there is a fantastic free museum in the bottom of which building was that? It was across from the main Capitol building.
Right, yeah.
We went down there and I mean, it was huge. And we actually went backwards, I think. We started with like modern times, and there was kind of a walking timeline of things. They had sports teams, they had history, a lot about the coal mining, which is important.
Right.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Important to the region.
This is very important to the region. I mean, and we were trying to move pretty quickly because sometimes we're squeezing things in.
Yeah.
I took a ridiculous amount of footage, as you can see. So we definitely want to go back and check out more of Charleston, learn more about West Virginia in general. I really enjoyed West Virginia. We love food, we love checking out food places, and we get hungry when we do excursions. So we did stop by a really cute, like, hole-in-the-wall Thai place. It was pretty delicious.
It was.
As you can see here.
we love Thai food. Like, when we find a spot for Thai, we're
pretty excited.
Yeah, we get excited for it. Like, it was gorgeous driving through there, especially on our way down to New River Gorge National Park. Like, just the windy roads and through the valley, the river right next to the side of the road, and the mountains like going up the valley. It was so cool.
That's kind of a neat story too with the gorge, because that saved, I think, a lot of time for drivers in that area.
Right. Yeah, because we were looking at like a different route to come back, and it was like you'd go down the gorge, and I think it would take like 40 minutes for like a certain crossing down that way. But then you could take the bridge, and it saves you 40 minutes.
I remember like we went down really like a lot of stairs to get to like the ground level and look up at the bridge. I remember that.
Yeah.
And then they had like those pictures that showed it was like an Empire State Building or something.
Right.
Underneath the bridge.
Yeah. We did go for a little hike around the edge of the valley, and like we stopped and like took those kind of like pictures and videos where you're like right along the edge. It was really cool. Yeah, the valley was gorgeous. Like you're standing above and just like looking like across the way and seeing, you know, just amazing views. After we hiked, we stopped at the Secret Sandwich Society, which is a cool little sandwich shop right around the area, and really good sandwiches. And I think they had like pickles too that were like,
oh yeah,
that were like they were famous
for.
for.
Appetizer thingy.
Yeah, and it's just really cool spot, and glad we stopped because it was delicious.
We enjoy quirky, fun places to stop.
Yeah, like new food places that are like just specific to that area. You know, not stopping at the typical like McDonald's or Burger King or anything like that. Just finding the really cool spots.
Nice ambiance.
Mm-hmm.
Good ratings.
Yeah. On our way back from the gorge, we also found a bunch of waterfalls that were a part of the West Virginia Waterfall Trail. We stopped at Cathedral Falls, which was gorgeous, and I sat there for, I don't know, like 15-20 minutes.
He loves waterfalls.
I just love the sound of waterfalls. It's just real peaceful and calm. And it's really, really neat.
Yeah, if we'd had more time, we probably would have done like we did with the jackrabbits and tried to find all the waterfalls.
Yeah.
But we just got to, I think, 1 or 2.
Yeah, that was enough.
We'll be back.
Oh yeah, West Virginia, we'll be back. And one of our favorite excursions that we did while we were there was we stopped by the Mothman Museum in Point Pleasant, West Virginia.
That was so much fun. It was a little further of a drive.
Yes, it was kind of far.
Is it like an hour and a half?
It was an hour. It was an hour to Point Pleasant, yep.
And I didn't even know about any of this story except that we have a friend who stopped by the museum, I think, on her way down to see some friends. We all got together, and so we looked into it and we're like, hey, we're gonna be able to hit that on the way back.
Yeah. And it was so cool. I've heard of like the Mothman before from like the Mothman Prophecy movie, but haven't really looked into it that much. There's also an episode of the X-Files where they talk about
the X-Files.
They talk about the Mothman, but isn't really in there. It's like a passing mention, Mothman. So yeah, that was pretty neat, and we got to learn all about that.
That museum was ridiculously packed.
There was a lot of stuff, a lot of newspaper articles, and a lot of
cute statues.
Yeah, statues,
memorabilia, movie items.
Yep. Yeah. So it's a pretty neat story. People are thinking kind of like it may have been like a great heron or something that they saw, and like the headlights of their car reflected in its eyes, making it look red. So who knows?
It was off.
Who knows if there's really a Mothman or not? But it's definitely a really cool story and interesting thing to check out if you're in the area.
Point Pleasant was kind of nice too. We made sure to get a meal in. We stopped at the Mexican restaurant Rio Bravo and got some tacos. And of course, a Mothman, I think, burrito.
Yep.
Adorable burrito. And we had the margarita sampler.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
Yep. It was all very good.
Mm-hmm. And what goes with dinner? Ice cream?
Of course. And we got some milkshakes that were monster themed.
Delicious monster themed desserts.
I think one was a Mothman version and the other one was like a Bigfoot version, I think is what we got.
And I love maraschino cherries, so I was a fan.
Yep. So that place was really good. It's called What's the Scoop? So if you want to visit the Mothman Museum, head on over to What's the Scoop and get some ice cream after.
They really did it right. We were hoping for more of this kind of themey stuff in Roswell, as we mentioned in our Roswell video. I mean, they had the museum, they had local restaurants and the ice cream place like doing the theme.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have one thing on your menu that's related to local culture. I think that's smart.
Yeah, it's cool. So that wraps up our trip to West Virginia. We had a blast, and did a whole lot there. And we're excited to go back. If you found our information useful, then feel free to subscribe to our channel. We cover all sorts of places where we go, parks we stay at, we review them, and show just what the area's got to offer. And if you have any other suggestions on things to do in the area around Charleston, please leave them in the comments so everybody can see what all there is to offer. She had a blast in West Virginia.
I did.
And we're excited to go back. So, thank you very much, everybody, for watching, and have a great day.
I was actually recording right now? Do I have a hair in my face?
there is a hair. They had a couple of outhouses.
Outhouses? What?
Well, they're little bathhouses, right?
Yeah,
that's what I meant. Sorry, not outhouse. Not outhouse.
No, nobody
Okay.
wants that. What was the thing at the Hatfields and McCoys?
I don't remember.
I'm trying. It's been a while.
Yeah,
since
you're
we were
like really
there.
digging in the memory
Okay.
banks and trying to remember. Oh, we're gonna get a link. I don't know.
Video. We'll see where he lands.
Oh,
Oh goodness.
careful. Link, you need to settle, dude. Where's he gonna go?
Maybe over here? Right over here? Right over here. What if I just... and then we'll just stand there. Okay, we'll circle around. Okay, put it back to this side. Yep. Alright, where are you going? Right. Hey, now we have your booty. Yep, we definitely need that in the video. Have a seat, dude. Have a seat. Come on. We can do more cat videos. But not this. Alright, so he's settling in.
I feel like I'm walking around a lot.
She really loved West Virginia, and she can't wait to go back.
I didn't know you were gonna say it. I was looking down. I think we'll have plenty of
Boom.
outtakes.
Done.